Day 36. So, I was thinking last night, of course I was, because that's what I do, um, especially lately, woo! Anybody else feel like when they first went into self-isolation, like a month ago-ish, that time period feels like such a different time period than now, like, super different, like, not even... Like, I totally relate to those, like, memes where it says, like, February's 28 days, March is, like, whatever, and like, I don't know, I can't remember them exactly, but the ones where, pretty much March has been a year or April's been a year type of thing, yeah, that definitely feels like it. Like, it doesn't feel like 36 days, like, even day 7 versus now feels so different. Like, it feels like a completely different time period. Like, I look back on some of the stuff I did the first few days, and it's like, yeah, that feels like a lifetime ago. Well, it sounds like I might, might get a change in a few weeks. Things might start to get a little more normal in a few weeks. What that means, I don't know. I mean, it'll probably be even longer. I know they said that they're working on a plan for reopening restaurants, but obviously Dr. Henry and the BC team are doing it smart. Elective surgeries, reopening some more elective surgeries and stuff like that is going to be first. Not bowling alleys and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, but even that will be I think even that, when I do go back to work, obviously the videos won't be as long, but there'll be videos, because that's going to change, obviously, how that's set up when I start going back to work. I mean, I'm excited about that, but I'm also super nervous. But I mean, that's to be expected, right? Like, so I don't know. And I don't know why I'm thinking about that. I can't think about that. I have to, because it'll be too overwhelming. I need to just stay in the present and just deal with each new present as it's unwrapped, like you would with the physical present. That's clever. Yes, that's right. I think it's clever, and that's what I care about, because that's the point. Okay, so I, for some reason, decided I wanted to do a Jaeger bomb. So I don't normally do these. I've maybe had a few. I have them occasionally when I go to the bar. And I had one on Oktoberfest. I mean, come on, you can't go to Munich Oktoberfest and not have a Jaeger bomb. I mean, I drink beer too, and I'm not a big beer fan. You got stuff. Anyway, so there's a couple reasons why I don't normally do it. One, I don't overly like drop shots. It's a lot to drink all at once. Kind of defeats the purpose, in my opinion. At least shots are small, where drop shots, aren't. And the other one is energy drinks I don't really react to well in general. My coworkers have wanted to, they've asked me if I wanted energy drinks, and I'm just like, no, because even just a sip, I don't know if it's the higher caffeine. It's not the caffeine, period, because I drink colas, I drink teas, I don't drink coffee, but that's just the flavor, has zero to do with the caffeine. So, but whatever it is in energy drinks, they make me extremely energized is the wrong word. Very like, okay, let's go, 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 or like along that lines. It's hard to describe, but they have a weird effect on me. So that's another reason why I don't do Jaeger bombs that often, because I'm generally not a fan of energy drinks as a whole. Many reasons to just, yeah, just I'm not a huge fan of energy drinks. Yeah. So, but I really wanted to try one, and as I said, I've never had one outside of the bar before. So this is interesting. I have these really cute shot glasses. If you can't fully read it, because it is showing up weird on my end, it's from Harry Potter. I solemnly swear I'm up to no good. So that's one of my fandom things that hasn't come across as much. Obviously Lucifer's been brought up a few times, but as you can also see in the background, that picture up there, you might recognize it if you're a Harry Potter fan. That is the first years on a boat ride to Hogwarts. So that was painted by a friend of mine at my request. So yeah, super Harry Potter is another huge fandom of mine, so I have those shot glasses. Unfortunately, I don't have any other shot glasses because I really didn't want to use one of these for a drop shot. But I am. So yeah, here's the Jägermeister and my energy drink. Let's do this. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez. Okay, okay. Ready? Ready? 1, 2. Yep. That oh geez. I think my energy to drink to Jaeger Meister ratio was off, because I can taste the Jägermeister a lot stronger than I can when I'm at the bar. Yeah, that. There we go, it's done. The desire to do it at home is gone. And yeah. There we go. Jaeger bomb at home, because I had the desire to do it, and probably will not be doing it at home ever again. Nope. So now I need to search out other recipes. And I need to search out recipes to use Jägermeister, because I probably won't be doing a Jaeger bomb again. So, and that is a very strong flavor. So this should be so it probably won't taste good in like a cola or a root beer or just another type of soda, like rum does and like vodka does. So should be interesting. Maybe like a dessert, some baked dessert that might be good in. I don't know. I'll have to explore some recipes for Jägermeister, because yeah, that nope. But hey, it was worth trying. So I was wrong. Looking up Jägermeister recipes. It actually sounds like it would be good with root beer. Like kind of root beer float type thing. Yeah, okay, maybe. I don't have root beer, so that's not happening, or ice cream. So those aren't happening right now. But there is a brownie recipe that uses Jägermeister in it. Now, years ago, I did a pumpkin brownie recipe that had Guinness in it, so it would not be my first foray into liquored up brownies. So that might be an interesting try. gonna have to look into that. Stay tuned. The Canadian one! The Canadian one! Woohoo! Woohoo! It looked like she wasn't doing too well in the Jeopardy round. And so I was like, oh no, why? But then she just like knocked it out of the park in the double Jeopardy round that gave her a nice lead going into Final Jeopardy, and then she got Final Jeopardy right and wagered enough. So yes! Woohoo! Woohoo! From Lethbridge, people! From Lethbridge! So okay, you know, not a BCer, but still, Canadian won Jeopardy! Woohoo! And a female Canadian too! Woohoo! Way to represent! I don't know. This is part of the reason why I don't drink energy drinks, because I'm also feeling a little shaky too. That's why I don't drink energy drinks, people. That's one energy drink I drank like 3 hours ago. This is why. This is why. So apparently my new thing is I've gone down a rabbit hole of cooking videos on YouTube. So I found one today that I really liked, and I have all the ingredients for already. So I'm going to be making that. It looks pretty simple. I've never made it before, so I could easily screw this up. But I don't think I will, because it looks pretty simple. Famous last words, right? The other thing I like about this recipe is it's also very easy to adapt to different diets. So very easy to make gluten-free, very easy to make dairy-free, which also means very easy to make vegan as well. So that's kind of cool. That's nice when it's easily adaptable like that, like super easy adaptable. So yeah, it's kind of like an apple pie in a mug, apple tart, apple pie type of thing. So in this mug, I have chopped up and peeled apple, cinnamon, and brown sugar is what I currently have in here. So this gets popped into the microwave for 30 seconds. Okay, so once that comes out of the microwave, you then add melted butter, milk, and vanilla too, and another little bit of brown sugar to it, and stir it up. Then in here, I've got flour and baking powder. So we're gonna add that to the mug. And mix that. So see here, you've got a nice dough texture in the mug. And you just put this in the microwave for a minute. So I don't know why my voice went so high like that. That's, yeah. Yeah, it's longer than a minute. I mean, I may have put a little bit more in than the video said. Wouldn't surprise me. Well, it tastes good. So I used way too big of a mug for this. I went over the side. I could have just used one of my regular mugs, but I used one of the big ones, so it doesn't look quite as nice as the one in the video. But there you go. I'll get a better shot of it too. So there it is. Okay, so I redid it because I wasn't happy with how it turned out. So this is exactly why in baking it is very important to follow the recipe, because cooking you've got a little bit more freeway you know, spices, if you add too much, too little, it doesn't affect the ability for the recipe to cook. It just affects the flavor, but to each his own, however you want the taste. Where this in baking is very different because it does affect the ability for the product to turn out, not just the flavor. Something can turn out great or can taste great, like my last one, and not at all be what it was supposed to be. And then, or it can, if you follow the recipe well, it will be, yeah. There we go. So see, so it is a little bit lighter than the video one was, but I think that's because my cinnamon and brown sugar ratio was off. Again, the importance of following the recipe. But you can see how that's already so much better than the last one was. So, oh yeah. That is apple cake, for sure. Definitely a lot better than the first one. Definitely the sugar ratio was off. So, there you go. It's really simple if you actually follow the recipe. And got a nice dessert made for one. And enjoy. So, I think I need to seriously, that's too loud, seriously set up on an online dating website. Yeah, it's not like I met anybody in real life. So, who knows, maybe, I don't know. This is something to talk to, somebody new to talk to. I've tried it before, but when I've tried it before, I've always then seemed to have met somebody in real life before the dating thing happens. Yeah, the only chance of that happening now is the delivery people through my window. Hey, what's up? Yeah, less likely. Ooh, that's a harsh red glow coming from my TV. I don't think the energy drink effects have worn off yet. Either that or it's just... I don't think the effects of the energy drink have worn off yet. Oh, either that or it's cabin fever. One of the two. I don't know. Or a combination of both. I don't know. It's okay. Laughter is better than crying. But sometimes you need to cry. Not that crying's bad, because sometimes you need to cry too. When you crying is lethargic. But I spent a lot of time crying. Ooh, dark. So I'm gonna just try laughing now.